Evening, welcome back to the Man Cave. Today on our path to Gen Con, we're finishing off some of the stuff that we got last year as treasures from our haul. And one of those things was the Secrets of the Lost Station. Now, the Secrets of the Lost Station is done by Everything Epic. Everything Epic, I have a history with this company. I love most of their stuff. I love their dedication. I love the fact that their games are very complete, very, very complex. They were actually one of the first Kickstarters we did. We kickstarted the Gunfighter game, and that was one of the very first Kickstarters that we, as a family, completed, and it's great fun. We played a lot. I was very enamored with the idea of Secrets of the Lost Tomb. I found out about it way too late and tried to buy some of the old pieces. I have the original base game. I've got a couple of the expansions, and I was able to get some of the additional add-ons, the things that people give away for stuff. Like I got the one that was Vampirilla, which isn't going to be usable in the new game, I guess. But then I found out about this, which was the proposed sequel, kind of, to Secrets of the Lost Tomb. It's very loosely connected by a character, and it's done in conjunction with some other people. So we talked to the guy who put most of this stuff together while we were there at Gen Con, and he was like, "Oh, we noticed he still had one, so we bought it." He gave us a pretty good deal, and we're like, we're going to take this home and try to figure it out. And we have not had the crew who's been willing to tear into this with us yet. So today we're going to do an unbox. This has been taken. I have already unboxed it a couple of times, but it's still all put together exactly the way it was. So I'm going to do it again. But yeah, this was the cooperative sci-fi version. It's a story-based strategic adventure for 1 to 6 players, designed by Jim Sammartino, and I may have said that incorrectly. And Chris, the guy from Epic Encounters, teamed up with his buddy, and they created this because they took the story of one of the characters, one of the antagonists actually, from the Tomb. It was the blue-eyed pharaoh, I think, and then linked it to this. So here we go. Okay, that finally came off. Look how thick this is. It's an amazing bunch of stuff, and the artwork, dude. The artwork by itself is just freaking incredible. So when we open this up, the first thing we see is this Secrets of the Lost Tomb, which appears to be a sort of poster.
Very pretty.
And then on the back of this, we have this, oh, stop, read this first, and then this explains some of the epic card stuff that you have to do. Greetings, fellow explorers. Secrets of the Lost Station is a game that unfolds both in story and content. When you unbox the game, you will need to set aside a few components to unlock later in the storyline. So there's locked cards, unlocked components, things that don't happen until you get to a certain point. And I kind of like that. You get a reward for going so far.
That's cool.
After this, we have this rule book.
360 pages.
It is concise, but if you notice, it's not written too small. Even people with old eyes like mine can read. We have over here an introduction, Dear Intrepid Explorer, giving us a little bit of what's going on. The credits, and then look at this. Here's the components of the game, 2 pages long. So many things. 89 cards for that deck, 37 of this type, 6, 9, 36. I mean, the numbers are just almost overwhelming. Here's our game setup. Then the Explorer setup to set up your people for your game boards. Look at the art. It's so cool because it looks futuristic as well, you know?
Very cool.
So here we have a guide to the scenarios. Here's the different phases. Here's how the station works, navigating the station. Abilities and items here. So here, then we have our creatures section. So these are the creatures we're going to find in this station that we've come upon. Performance checks. Finally, combat on page, what is this?
They're 24.
24. We get to the combat section.
This is all just the rules. It's not even like the scenario
This
guide.
is the rules, yes. This is still how to play. Oblivion, here's new components that you'll need later. Once you get to the galaxy map. Playing it as a campaign, exploring the galaxy, cosmic encounters. An index, which a book this big is kind of going to need. What's the final page count there?
35.
35 pages of rules. Oh, plus then we have, of course, the basic sequence things on the back. You're going to need, with a game like this, again, I think you would need that player guide. All right, so what's next in here? Next we have our station ability board. And I love that the station, it looks like the giant eyeball thing. I think that's just neat. Here's then the here's the galaxy map thing that they were showing us. On the back of this, we have... Is the same thing? Yep, that's the same thing. Looks identical. And again, it's gorgeous. I mean, if we had the time to just to explore out of this box, it looks like it could take days and days just to explore it, you know? It looks like, okay, so this must be the first half. See, all this stuff is like out of it, and then once you open all that up, I guess it's when you go to this one. At least maybe that's what it kind of looks like.
Cool.
That is kind of neat. Okay, then we have plastic section 1. And in plastic section 1, we have dice. Let's see, these are unique combat dice for this game.
12-siders.
They are 12-siders. That came from the Tomb game as well.
Roll it. What do you get?
That's interesting because there's some blanks.
Triple arrow upwards, I guess. I don't know what these signs mean, but cool. You got it. You got a tree.
The stuff is, I mean, it's neat. There's blank sides on these too. That's kind of
Oh, these are pretty too. Like they're like
Yeah,
the
I love
gray.
the color.
I like them a lot. They look almost like watery.
So then we've got some of the card decks. And as you can see, we have not yet opened these.
Holy crap! There's a lot of cards in there.
And I think these are the cards that are still sealed off. That's why we haven't opened anything, because I don't want to mess it up for when we do get to play it.
Yeah, like showing what decks we have, not necessarily opening them yet. Which is also because going through that cards would take like an hour by themselves.
Put all that back.
You gotta close that.
I need this first. Alright, so after this, we have these. This looks like a creature damage deck. And I don't know what kind of deck this is. Oh, it looks like this one's objectives. And I mean, you hear that thump on the table? These things are thick.
A lot of cards here.
So then this is interesting.
Are those little packets? What are those?
These are Explorer archives for each character.
There's an in-depth like book on each one.
Well, it talks about your motivation. It talks about what to do, utilizing the Explorer archive memories, and it tells you.
I don't want to read the reveals
It
because
shows
that's
you
like.
what adventure you're in too.
That's very cool.
You know, like. And then you've got your stats on the back, your racial types.
So this is Nakatomi. Race human, age 35, gender male, strength technology, weakness spirituality.
Okay. So you'd be a scientist type.
There's a memory and recall stuff, so then you would reveal stuff later
How
in the
many
book.
pages is each one of these little books? They're not numbered.
They are not numbered. I don't want to count them. So
But
I
this goes
don't want to
into-
read the reveals because that's like they're reveals
Well, it
for
tells
later.
you what to reveal. It isn't
Well, yeah.
revealing anything.
No,
Yeah.
it says what the reveals are.
Oh, okay.
Like they're numbered. It says reveal 12, and then I'm not gonna keep reading them.
I see. Reveal number 1, the core. Okay. But I think it's telling you. Oh, okay.
It tells you
Telling
when
what
you
to
reveal
and then
those.
what it is. Okay.
But then that is the reveal, so I don't want to reveal that now.
Okay, memory recall reveals. That's what these are.
Yeah, so I guess like after each mission or whatever, you like get a recall or something.
Each time an archive is read, indicate that in pencil is complete by placing a mark on the recall button next to the active text. Okay, so that way you know what they remember. So this is Balthazar. He's got 30 of those recall things.
Oh, really? My guy is 35.
Mm-hmm. Balthazar has 30. Fenrix here has 30.
Nakatomi has more.
Bradell has 20-something. Because each one of these characters that you go through, you learn something different. This one's got 25.
35. So 25. These are both 30. This one's 35.
Tim is 25.
25. That makes sense. He's an android.
Jack Holden here is 30. Oh, maybe not. I might have been reading that wrong.
This is 35.
Okay.
This is 35.
Sorry.
This is 35. This is 35.
Okay.
This is 35.
And I just noticed how this was done. That was 35 as well.
What?
I was just reading. I was going down, and so the last one on that thing was like, oh, that's just 25.
Okay.
But then underneath it says more. Like, this one's got 35.
They should all have 35, I assume. I assume they all have
That's
35.
hilarious.
Why?
Cassiopeia. It's a constellation.
Oh, okay. You act like that was an obvious, that was obvious.
Nin Jace has 35.
Yeah, I think they all have 35.
And then Selena has 35. So how many characters is that?
I don't know. You said a number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
10.
10.
So 10 characters. You can have up to 6 players. So we're talking hours and hours and hours of playability here. Like, we could probably start this game with when your brother becomes a freshman in high school and run it through his entire high school career and not finish.
Oh, wait. These guys don't have 35 because they start at 11.
Oh, this guy starts at 1.
Because some of them, because these are the later unlocks.
Already knows stuff. Okay,
these are the later unlocks.
That's cool. All right. So Secrets of the Lost Station, Undiscovered Gravity Well, Fate of the Galaxy. These must be mission. These are mission updates.
Okay, we don't want to read them then.
Right. All right. So we have. They're not numbered. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14. And each one of these is a nice double-sided adventure thing. So that's pretty cool. Oh, here we have our character boards. These go one. So there should be, how many characters did we say there were?
10.
Oh, so here we have our character boards, and then there's the station board. And the station board has 2 sides. One when it's nice to you, and when it's not.
They all have 2 sides.
Oh, okay. Yes, they do. Ooh, these look. Red normally means dying, so
or evil.
That's true. Then we have more dice. We have 2 very pretty.
Oh, the pips! The pips are blue. That's so cool. I like calling them pips all the time because pips are
didn't
fun.
know what they were called before?
Yeah. So now I'm going to call them pips all the time because they're fun.
Here's our standee stands.
They're so pretty.
Here's cubes. They're cool looking. They look sort of like gummy bears.
Are they squishy?
No. They look like gummy bears. They are not gummy cubes. They just look that way.
They would be delicious.
Okay. So now we'll put that away.
Nakatomi.
Then we go into the second set of boards. And this is a station track to keep track of that. And then this is what you put your character cards in. And
that's
with
cool.
Cubes.
Okay.
And there's quite a few of these. And then we have something that every game should come with. Baggies. And more baggies.
Oh, big bags.
And some more baggies.
Okay. Any more?
No. Then
we got
get
foam.
to the meat of this whole thing.
Oh my god.
The scenario book.
This is where all of the weight... Oh, it's thick. These are nice pages.
Yes. They spared
Can
no
these even be
expense.
called pages? They're cardboard.
Yeah, this is amazing.
Campaign tracker. Oh, well, these are pages, though. These are...
Okay.
So just like a card stock. That's... Oh, my God.
Whoa! It's like an encyclopedia. This could be a lot of fun.
Here's all the events. I'm not gonna. I don't want
We don't want
to
to
read
spoil
too
anything.
much. That's why I'm trying to.
Oh, look, here's some scenario triggers.
Here's like the
overview
so
thing.
this is the second one.
Okay.
So wait. So one. So scenario 1 is just on page 9.
All right.
Scenario 2 is called Mystery of the Paladin. This is like 6. Okay, let's see. Oh, this is the core campaign.
Oh, okay. So those are 3 preview ones, because that says 6.
Nope, these are all core. These are all core campaign.
Oh,
I'm reading the ones in like the bottom corner.
Okay.
Trying to find where the core campaign ends. So the core campaign has 13 scenarios.
All right.
Then you have the like Kayan Chronicles, which says if you have that unlockable content.
Oh, sweet.
Then so the Kayan Chronicles
I wonder if that's werewolf.
goes. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, I know that's what it sounds like.
Has up to scenario 16. 17 starts Machinations.
Okay. And there's more unlockables there that tells you
More
what to unlock.
unlockables.
And I love how there's this ship that starts things, and then you go through the corridors. That's how Lost Tomb was too. It was a quarter pack.
So Machinations ends with scenario 21, and scenario 22 is the Lost Missions Part 1.
Oh wow! Look at that. That's freaking.
That's
cool.
very cool. The Lost Missions Part 1 goes up to scenario a lot. Hang on. Scenario 34. Up to scenario 34.
Wow.
And scenario 35 starts Resurrection.
Okay.
Then
Which has
Resurrection
its own separate unlock
it
content.
has its own unlockable content. Resurrection goes up through scenario
So each one of these
39.
is a story set.
And scenario 40 starts Lost Missions Part 2.
Draculus. That's cool sounding.
And Lost Missions Part 2 goes until
Now, there's,
scenario 52.
right, there's a way to buy.
How many scenarios are we going to
I
have?
don't know.
Now we have Rapture.
I thought you said there was 80.
There's 360 pages.
Yeah, I thought you said there was 80 scenarios. I thought you read.
I don't know. Well, we'll find out.
We didn't read the back of the box to the camera crew.
We don't. I don't think we need to do that. There's a lot of content.
I didn't have my flashlight's not working. It's not bright enough back here.
So Rapture goes up through scenario 57, and then scenario 58 is beginning of Resistance.
Nice.
Then Resistance goes up to 64.
Which we're sort of a whole new section again.
And 65 begins Lost Missions Part 3
Where does it say that?
on the bottom.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't have an area, I
didn't.
guess.
It-
Oh, there, I
Oh,
skipped a
okay.
page. There we go. And so that starts on 65 and goes until
And you're on page 200 and something.
77,
Okay. And again, you're on page.
309.
Yeah, that's important.
Then we have
Oh.
Oblivion,
That's what those back of the boards were for.
the Oblivion tracker. So this, I think, is probably the last one as well.
Okay.
So this is the Oblivion tracker. This is not even a scenario. Scenario 78, 79, 80, 81. Oh my god. 92. Scenario conclusion. So this is the
I
end
think
of
you skipped
Oblivion.
the thing.
No, I don't think
And-
so. That's scenario 92.
All right.
The end of Oblivion.
Is it?
And that scenario conclusions.
Wow.
So 359 pages.
But that first one you said was only 9 pages long. So we
The
should run
scenario
that.
1 is 9
We
pages.
should run that sometime.
9 pages.
All right.
That was loud.
Let's look at what's next.
That's a lot. There's more?
There's more.
Is there more scenarios?
I don't think so. I think these are all
Probably
cardboard
not.
cutouts.
Oh, wow, that's a lot of... We don't want to take any of those out right now, but
No. We've got markers.
lots
There's
of markers.
18 boards, it says. Because there's 1 through 18. Or 1 of 18.
Mm.
So that's board number 1. Here's board number 2. Oh, that looks like some health. Possibly some faction stuff going on. Because I see here's the station symbol. Here's 3 of 18. It looks like more health beats. Oh, here we have the standees. And we start with our boards, our locking pieces for the station itself. So here's our characters. Now there was a way to buy this game with minis. It had minis for all the heroes and all the bad guys, but it cost
a ton more, probably.
Yeah.
Very cool, though. Okay.
And if you look at the other side of this, this is what all of the boards will look like when they're in the stack, and you're trying to figure out which one you're putting down.
Very cool.
Because it's a randomized, you build the map as you go. Kind of
Next, we have
Here's
villains.
some of the bad guys, I think.
You're upside down. Partly. Nope, sorry. I was looking at the tentacled person, at which point you're upside down. To everyone else, you're not, so never mind.
Okay. Oh, here's...
More bad guys?
It looks like could be. I mean, I don't know if they could be bad guys, mercenaries. I don't know.
Well, non-playable characters, I guess.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're... Because there's multiple versions of them.
Yeah.
We have the same thing here. Ooh, this chick's a little neat looking. We got little robot things. And more of the passageways.
It's a lot of content
It
for
is
this
a lot.
game. That's cool.
Oh, that's cool looking.
It's very cool looking.
Looks
Lots
like
of rooms as well, which is nice.
Yeah. Each one of these boards has 3 or 4 sheets.
Robot
Oh, look at that
guys.
thing. The station itself has a marker.
The bad Oblivion, the bad station, though.
Oh.
I think.
Maybe, I don't know.
When they had the tracker before, we had the thing that was out before.
Yeah.
It like went from the the blue one to the green one.
Okay. So green must be when it's defending itself.
I don't know.
Once it figures out, or once it thinks that you're a bad guy.
That was my assumption.
These ones
Whatever.
are robot-looking things. That's cool. Oh, look at this glowy dude.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, I
neat
thought
looking.
I went under that guy. The tentacle
Yeah,
glowy
there's a
dude.
tentacle beast. But we saw those before. That's what you were telling me. I was holding upside down.
Yeah, but no, that was the
Oh!
girl with snake stuff. With like,
Huh. This is the ones when they're all blued out. All of them have a version of that. That's
Oh.
cool. Because those 2 boards, they had one.
it looks like Medusa.
See, it looks like that.
Yeah, yeah.
It's supposed to be part of that Oblivion part.
It looks like Medusa. This.
Because this one, that looks like our player characters again, doesn't it?
Yeah, a little bit. Or like that for they're older.
Or possibly their races, or maybe they get oblivionized. I don't know. There's tons of stuff here. It looks remarkable. It looks really, really cool. It's taken me a long time to be able to unbox this. I would love to try to play this, but I'm guessing that the learning curve is going to be pretty crazy. Earth is on here. That's cool. It's supposed to be part of that galaxy track thing.
It says it takes around 120 minutes on average to play the game.
To play a scenario or to play the entire game?
The box says 120 minutes.
So that's game session. On
So
this.
that is a session of the game.
Oh, look at here. We have the ship. This is the 2 ship parts.
That's like one
That is
scenario,
neat.
I assume.
This is where it starts, and I think this is the end. So you go through a whole ship, and it's all those rooms are different parts of the ship.
That's cool.
Because the ships bring you to the station, and then you enter this. Because I think the station's that big round thing.
We'll find out.
Well, and that's the next question. We'll find out. Do you want to find out with us? Would you like to see us play this game? Try to convince somebody. Gabriel's got some friends. You want to try to see us convince people to try to go through this as part of a campaign, or at least the first mission, to see what it really is about, how it really works, and whether or not it's something that we could potentially do. Because I think it'd be a lot of fun to try.
Convincing somebody to commit 2 hours to a minimum plus learning curve
I know. It's not
is
really
a lot of commitment time.
I know, especially with some of your friends. Not that your friends are bad people, just they're not great with time.
We don't need to keep talking. We don't need to bring that up.
But I think it'd be fun, and I'd be willing to try it. I would, or maybe you could DM it. I could be a player. That'd be fun too.
Oh yeah.
All right, so I think I put it all back correctly.
I think so. Looks like the way you did it.
Ooh, this was that way.
Yep. Perfect.
Well, it'll be perfect if the box.
If the box goes, if the top goes on, it'll be perfect.
Okay, so the top did go on.
Perfect.
I am a big fan of sci-fi. Most of my dungeon crawls are not sci-fi. Most of my role playing is not. It's fantasy, but this has enough fantasy weaved into the mythology of it. And if you look at those characters, you can see a lot of fantasy elements involved with the sci-fi stuff. So I think this could be a lot of fun. But why don't you guys let us know? Let us know in the comments. What's your favorite role playing system? Are you sci-fi fans, fantasy fans? Do you like the mix? What's your favorite mix? Let us know. We'd love to hear from you. Get us talking. Also, if talking is something that you like doing, we're hosting a free Discord, and there's a connection to that here on our channel.
On our homepage, yeah.
On the homepage, there's a connection to that. There's also a connection. We're affiliated with Renegade, who's doing Heroescape, which is another mix of science fiction, fantasy, mythology, real world stuff. I mean, it's got a little bit of everything, and the learning curve doesn't seem quite as high as this. So check that out too. But while you're here, if you give us a thumbs up, maybe subscribe, get the bell token thing going, check out the Discord, start a conversation, create a conversation, suggest a conversation, we're all ears. But until we see from you next time, may all your rolls be crits.